everybody, to this week's episode of the Wet Shavers Roundtable. This is episode 47, and we have Die Rosa Tank. I probably slaughtered that. The Razor Tank. Thomas the Razor Tank with us. Or Shaving Tank.
Shave Tank.
The Shave Tank. See, I typed it into...
Howdy, people.
I typed it into Google Translate thinking, oh, I'll be cool and speak German. And I totally slaughtered it, and now I'm Razor Tank stuck in my head. So go ahead and say hi to everybody, Thomas.
Hey guys. Glad to be back on the show.
Woo! All right. And
Happy to have you.
Yeah, no kidding. And then we also have as always, we have, almost always, we have David Gonzalez from So Sharp Limited. Say hi, David.
How's it going, everybody? It has been a little patchy as of recently with football going on, but hopefully once summer comes around, it'll settle down the crazy schedule with all the random passing tournaments and whatnot that we have going on.
Cool. Awesome. And then wonderful event today to have with me. I don't know. She's down under me in the screen, but Gail Wells from Edwin Jagger. Oh.
Uh-oh, Gail. Nope, Gail, we do not have any sound coming from you, Gail.
Uh-oh.
Malfunctions. She was just fine a little while ago.
Yeah, we heard her. Try refreshing your screen. That might help.
Yeah, try refreshing your screen. You're probably going to have to call back in.
That's okay. We'll get you back in just a minute.
I could read her lips as she said, okay. But while we're waiting for Gail to come back, guys, for any of you guys that are religious, spiritual, whichever God that you pray for, pray to, I should say. We have a few members of our community that are in need of some prayers. A lot of us know about Rob Frank. He's been in ICU for quite a few days now, and he has a lot of health issues going on. Some of the more recent, actually, individuals now are, well, just the last few days. As of a couple of days ago, Jason Spiegelman, his son Jonah, has been in the hospital having some health issues. I do believe they're still trying to figure out what's wrong with him. So please, prayers out to little Jonah. And also for one of my Southern California brothers out here, if you're on Instagram, he goes by Shave Brother, Mr. John Sheriff. He got checked into the emergency room yesterday. I was talking to his wife, and I was texting with him earlier today. He's in the hospital. They're not sure exactly what's wrong with him, but high blood pressure and so he has some serious symptoms going on. So they are trying to figure out what's going on with him as well. But he is in good spirits. The family is, holding strong there. Crystal is an absolute rock, so I'm sure she's taking care of the kids and holding down the fort while they figure out what's going on with John. So if you guys can, after the show, send prayers out their way, because everybody needs a little loving out right now.
I seem to were they at Big Shave West, weren't they?
Yes, they're at Big Shave West. Yes, indeed. John is a buff-looking black guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And his wife, and he had his kids there as well. So they're fantastic. Right. I met them at the first Big Shave West. And they've just been huge supporters of me and my wife, our videos, our business, So Sharp Limited. They're awesome. So I got mad love for them. Oh, they're adorable too. They're beautiful little girls.
They were having a little dance off contest in the.
Oh yeah.
But all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
okay,
you're good. So, say hi to everybody, Gail.
Hi.
There we go.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep, we got you. All right. So I don't think I introduced myself. Everybody knows me. I'm Scott, the clean shaver. And Douglas is not with us this week. He had, I believe, his brother came into town or something like that, and he decided that his brother is more important than us. So whatever. Who needs him?
You know what I wanted to ask? I wanted to ask at some point. I wonder if Douglas's brother goes by an alias. Like, is he like is he Bobby Smythe? I wonder if he's Bobby Smythe or Henrik von Liechtenstein or something like that. I wonder what he goes by.
It would be funny to find out. All right, so,
he's probably Mexican.
All right, so we haven't had a show like this in a while. Last month we were doing all hot seat episodes, and so it kind of the format of the show kind of fell apart a little bit. Not that that's a bad thing, because it was fun. But I think we got some feedback from people that they wanted us to go back to an older format that we did, and where we introduce a few things that we've been shaving with over the past week or so, some new things in our den, and just give everybody a few minutes to talk about those kinds of things, and then move on to questions, especially for our guests, Tom and Gail this week, and then we'll go from there. So, who wants to start off the sharing?
Yeah, sure. I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom. Kick it off.
Yeah, last week I've got back to a few things that were sitting in my den a little bit, and one of them was Bell and Claw. And I really found those because it's really, really nice, really slick, really nice soap. And I have the Marauder Bay here. It's a really good twist on a bay scent, and I really dig that.
What's the Marauder Bay? Isn't that with coconut mixed in there?
Yeah, a little coconut rum, and it's like a bay rum with a little coconut and fruity scents in there. So that's really nice. I really dig that. Really nice. And then Douglas told me that Solstice was coming back, and this was sitting on my shelf for a little bit, and put that out, and I really like it now. So that's also something I really dug the last week. And since it's getting really warm here in Austria, I'm now back onto menthol aftershaves. So that's really refreshing. And of course, an old-time classic is coming back now. It's Myrsol. I just love it. The scent is going away in 30 minutes, but it's so good for your skin and so refreshing, and you can just put on some cologne later or something like that.
That's one I haven't tried yet. I've heard great things about it, though.
I have not tried Myrsol.
And you should. It's absolutely fantastic. I really love it. It's a very barbershop scent. This pink one is the plastic. I dig that the most because it's the most traditional scent. And the aftershave feel is awesome. It's almost like you put palm also on your skin. So that's really nice.
Awesome.
That's not a brand that I'm real familiar with. What's that like? I've just recently become aware of that.
It's actually very funny because the guy that makes Myrsol, he's from Barcelona in Spain. Oh. And he's a self-taught chemist, so he experimented with the whole formulation and everything to get it right to make your skin feel good.
Is that scary to anybody else than just me, a self-taught chemist? Jesus,
yeah,
that just doesn't sound safe. Like, I could throw some shit together and be like, "Oh, I'm a chemist, baby." That's scary sounding stuff.
Well, every time you say it, a chef is a chemist. So
yeah,
that's true.
So that's interesting, though. I guess so. You can buy it in the States. Does he have to comply with all the FDA regulations?
He has to comply with all the EU regulations here too. So
I think EU is a little less strict than I don't know.
More strict, actually.
It's much
more
stricter. Yeah. So, for example, for every batch you make, like every 10th bottle has to go to a lab for testing. So,
wow.
And that's really. EU laws really make you jump through hoops, and that's also why some of the stuff is more expensive than the US stuff, because they have to give away so many to these labs, and they have to pay these labs. For example, each formulation has to be lab tested, and the variations only can be like 1% from the formulation that you send in. So that's really, really strict.
That's why U.S. vendors have had a hard time getting their products over to Europe, is because they
right.
EU regulations.
That's interesting. Yeah, because Douglas and I talked about that recently. That how difficult it is for the artisans.
Yeah, there's a lot of hoops for them to jump through.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of the regulations, if say Douglas just sells his product directly from his company to somebody in Europe? Does it have to meet their regulations, or are we talking about if somebody is actually becoming is actually carrying his items in their shop?
Yeah, it's if I like order some from the Phoenix website, then the regulations basically do not count, because I'm responsible for importing it myself.
Okay.
So I'm responsible for myself then. But if a vendor here in Europe wants to sell it, then he would have to go through all the whole process.
Right.
And that's really tedious. So most of the shops here only sell, for example, like Italian barber, because his stuff actually comes from Italy, so it's already compliant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're basically just re-importing it. And there are some that like use some loopholes in some European countries that are not that compliant yet. So those shops use that. So yeah.
Going back to that subject of the Mirasol, the scent not lasting too long, I actually like having quite a few of those type of aftershaves in my den. I know this past year it was real big on aftershaves that scent lasted 24 hours and stuff. But sometimes I just want to be able to just splash it on, feel good, and kind of let it go at that point, depending on where I'm at, especially if I'm in an area with people that they may be reactive to the scents that I'm using. So I really do like having quite a few aftershaves that like 30 minutes and they're gone to an hour. Like I love some of like Clubman doesn't last very long on me. I have some Gables aftershave. Razor Rock Baby Blue I'm a big fan of Razor Rock Baby Blue. That scent doesn't last very long for me, but it's nice, refreshing. It's a very clean, like powdery scent. So I enjoy those.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, you have some classics like Barbasol or
I have that.
like boosters. That they're good aftershaves, but the scent doesn't last very long on them.
Yeah.
One of my favorites has to be the Parasso green one, the Splash. That scent doesn't last very long, but it's super delightful, and it's just it feels amazing on your face. I love that aftershave.
And it's really refreshing also. But if you like the Parasso green, then you will definitely love the Mirasol.
I gotta check it out then. Yeah, because I am yet to try them, and shame on me. I probably should have had them. I was gonna pick some up when I was at Q Brothers when I went to Chicago last year.
Oh,
but I didn't want to try. I didn't want to travel with none of that crap. Let a glass bottle break in my bag, and then that's just all bad for everybody involved there. And I think I'm trying to blow something up because my shit smells like alcohol. So yeah, that'll be fantastic.
True, very true.
So I just use
or Tom.
Yeah, and also one when I want something long lasting, I'm currently using Alpine. Which is one of my favorite scents at the moment because I really dig that scent. And with the menthol in it, it's really refreshing. Sure. So that's really nice. And I'm going back to my gem, especially that one here.
Okay, that's the closed bar one.
Micromatic.
Yeah. That's really love that. And I never thought I'd like that, but I'm really using the Crown King brush now. I always thought that I don't like the handle, but now I'm suddenly digging it. So yeah.
Is that the Plaisance style now? Is that the Plaisance style now?
Yeah. That's the Plaisance style. Yeah.
You see, okay.
Very cool.
Okay. So Gail, what you using this week?
Actually, what I used for the first time was Parasso. Considering that I'm a brand rep, I pick up little things here and there, but I finally got I actually misplaced my swag bag, my own swag bag from Big Shave West. So I used Parasso. Yeah. I've got everything lined up just so, in my little bag sitting on the floor so I can just use a little bit at a time. So that's the first time I used it. I liked it a lot.
Which one did you use? Was it the white, the red, the green?
I think it's the green. Yeah.
The green, okay.
Yeah. And I tried another. Yeah. I tried another line that I've kind of had samples of for a while called Kale, and it wasn't that great. It's called it's K-A-L-E. Yeah, it's just K-A-L-E. I had testers. I got some testers at Neiman's, and it was not good. Not good.
Well, kale tastes disgusting, so I would think
that is not true. I love kale.
I know. I'm just kidding. I know. I'm just kidding. I don't mind kale.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
So next on my to test list is Adam's soap. Can't think of the name of it. Stubble Trouble.
Oh,
yeah.
Stubble Trouble. Okay.
Yeah, that's next on my list.
It's good stuff. Really good stuff.
I haven't used it yet either. I haven't used that one either.
Did you get the tester for smells like or rhymes with orange?
No.
Yeah, is that the little square? I'm not close to my den. Is that the little square soap?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I haven't used that yet.
Okay. It's good stuff. I really I like his soaps.
Yeah.
They're very good. And the nice thing about them is that they're light enough on the scent where you can just enjoy the scent for the shave, and then feel free to use anything else really for an aftershave after you're done.
Guys sometimes think that, talking about the conversation with the aftershave, they think it has to be overloaded with scent, and it really shouldn't be. A good aftershave, you don't want anybody to smell you once you've left the room. That's your trail behind you. Yeah, a good aftershave shouldn't necessarily burn, and it should be a real light fragrance. Same thing with your shave cream. You can switch fragrances within your shave cream and your aftershave.
Oh no! I need my aftershave to burn, baby. I need it burning. I need that shit to
cat of nine tails.
Yeah, I need that my face is melting off, burning sensation. I love it.
Oh, that's funny. That's just alcohol.
I know, but yeah, it's probably not very good that I enjoy it as much as I do. But yes, it's a necessary.
Masochist.
I think one of the British video guys that does shaving videos, I don't know who it was, said an aftershave should be when a girl does like, ooh, and not bloody hell. So.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's like Matt Pisarcik, said over in the comments. He said you should be close enough to hug or kiss, to smell the guy.
Yeah, that's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
It's important for you to. I mean, you want to smell good, obviously, but you don't want to knock people over when you walk past them.
So at shave events, you have a lot of guys snuggling then. So.
Well,
actually, at the Big Shave West, it was a real love fest over there. Everybody was just.
There was a lot of hugging going on.
It was.
Yeah. Right.
So, speaking of events, is anyone going to any events or coming to the one in Houston that Adam is putting on? Of course, everybody wants to come to Houston in August.
Yeah.
Hell no. No, not at all.
Yeah, you think Southern California is hot, David? Try Houston in August.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my restroom, and if anybody watches my videos, I'm sweating like a slave in my videos. And so I'm sitting here right now, and I had to bring this big-ass bottle of ice-cold sparkling water here because I'm dying in here. It's really unholy hot in this damn restroom right now. It's been like in the 90s the last few days over here.
Yeah.
And it just sucks. I'm so not ready for summer to come.
You just need some air moving in there, and it's surprising what just having the air moving does.
Well, this restroom right here is in the middle of the house, so there's absolutely no air circulation in this one. No, there's nothing. This is the core of the earth in this house. And
all the other rooms revolve around that room.
Yeah, it's really, really horrible in here. It is, but it has the best lighting. Because of my videos, I actually bought the natural light bulbs. So it's beautiful. The lighting is beautiful in here, but yeah, it's just god awful.
That's funny. Gail, did you have anything else that you wanted to highlight this week?
Well, you know what? This is kind of what I'm focusing on. It's a big part of my life right now, and they appreciate this because he enjoys a good cigar. And this is one of the reasons that FDA is on my brain, is that a couple of weeks ago, the FDA passed some pretty stringent ruling relative to cigar manufacturers and cigar sales. And basically what it's going to do is put the boutique cigar business, cigar makers out of business. And it's sweeping legislation, and it was targeted at quote premium cigars. And somehow the government arbitrarily mandated a premium cigar as a cigar that costs over $10. And the goal was to keep young people from buying premium cigars. And young people are between the ages of 18 and 29. So I don't know, how they
I'm still a
came up
young
with that
person,
guy.
baby. That's right. I'm still a young person.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they came up with that. And then, like Tom was saying, the EU regulations, that's what's going to happen to the cigar industry. Any cigar introduced after I believe it's 1997, or no, I'm sorry. Any cigar introduced after 2007 has to be FDA approved to the tune of anywhere from $250,000, maybe down to $150,000 each. So,
Wow.
yeah, we exhibit at the International Premium Pipe and Cigar Retailers Show in July. So what's going to happen, there will be thousands of new cigars introduced to beat this August 8th deadline. So, and because I work with a lot of tobacconists. Oh, and the other thing is, as a cigar rep goes in and gives away, a handful of cigars. You have a new cigar. Oh, here, give one to each guy and leave some in the humidor. You won't be able to do that anymore. You'll be able to give away cigars.
Wow.
So that's
That
kind of
sucks.
The government is sticking their noses in our business.
you're exactly, pardon me, you're exactly right. Yeah. And it's going to kill the vape. Yeah. If for any vapors out there, it's going to kill that industry completely.
Yeah, because part of this, part of the legislation is they aren't going to approve any more infused products. So anything that's infused with an artificial flavor of any sorts, they won't be approved at all. Right. So companies like Swisher and Black and Mild, or also like the most popular cigar I think in the world is the Acid line of cigars. Those are done. They're not going to be allowed. Nobody will ever be able to come out with a cherry or a vanilla flavored cigar ever again. So it's a pretty significant ruling. So I would hope and imagine that every major cigar company would just do what they can and fight this, because Jesus, it'll be like destroying every single artisan that we all know and love. That's like putting Douglas and Amanda and Adam from stuff all out of business all in one fell swoop.
That's exactly what would happen. Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
Well, it's really sad. I mean, I'm not a smoker, so I mean, it's no skin off my teeth for the cigar thing. But there are so many other aspects of our lives that I'm not trying to get on a political soapbox.
You know what? And it's not so much cigars, but it's the government mandating again. That's frustrating. How many 18-year-olds do you know that buy a $10 cigar? Yeah, but it's the people that, that vaping industry's gone. Mm-hmm. And I don't smoke either, but you're taking in, and the government has stepped in and really mandating blanket legislation that's going to destroy an industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, David, what have you got that you want to highlight this week?
Okay, well, for this last couple weeks, actually, I've been really trying to venture out of my comfort zone. It's been very well documented that I am a Badger user. I love high-end Badger knots, not even super high-end Badger knots, but I can't use like the Black Badger, Pure Badger. I can't use those prickly type of Badgers. So that's usually my thing: silver tip, two-band fineness.
Prickly aftershaves.
Yeah, ain't that something? It's real interesting. I can't stand any kind of scritchiness in my damn brushes, but aftershaves, I'm telling you, it better feel like sandpaper on my face. So this past week, I just really been trying to really dive into using synthetics and bore brushes. I really went away from them really early in my wet shaving journey, but I don't know. I just needed a change. I wanted to be a little bit more accepting with all the drama that happened on the Facebook groups recently with the whole gold dollar thing and people always having a fucking issue with everything that people are using. I just wanted, again, not that I ever really bashed bore or synthetic knots. I just didn't enjoy them. And I'm all like, if all these people can enjoy them, I could probably grow to like them a lot more than I do currently. So one thing that started all this is my wife bought me a synthetic brush from Brent Jacobson, one of our buddies here in the group.
Oh yeah,
nice.
So this is made from it's a cast molded brush. He actually hand carves the mold and the whole deal. So that's from him. It has a 22 millimeter uber soft knot in it, which is really, really nice. I'm usually a 24 to 26 millimeter individual, but again, just kind of going into things with a little bit more of an open mind. It's been good. I don't really have a big head. So it's like it's not necessary for me to have a huge brush. So it's been nice, and they perform. At the end of the day, they don't have the same face feel as a Badger, but they perform. They make a good lather, and at the end of the day, that's probably the most important thing. I still haven't warmed up to the face feel as much as a Badger. Again, it's just very, very different. They're nothing alike, but I'm liking it. And especially Wet Shave Club, they also sent me one of the boxes to review, and it had the Satin Tip Purist. So I've been using that brush too, and so that's kind of cool. And I've been revisiting bore knots. Now this is one that was sent to me by a buddy of mine. This is what I believe is the 620?
Yeah, that's the one I have.
This knot is already broken in. It's fantastic. This I can't say a bad thing about this. I love the handle. It's a very stylish handle. It is the dyed bore knot, so it is reminiscent of a Badger knot, but this thing is soft as can be. It's nice.
And tons of backbone. Tons and tons of backbone.
Yes. So this brush in itself really changed the way I thought about board brushes in general. Before, the only board brush I would ever use was the Badger and Blade Essential Bore Knot, which is a fantastic knot as well. This one, I actually like how this brush splays better though. Even though it does have that backbone, the splaying on this one is absolutely perfect. It has a little bit of a shorter loft, and it just splays in a way that I like it. The Badger and Blade knot has a higher loft, and it has a tendency to it just doesn't splay as easy. Maybe it's a little too much backbone for my typical preference, but those tips are super soft as well. So this just in general has really kind of changed my outlook. So I'm definitely going to be trying out more of the Smythe knots. I didn't like the Smythe Owners Club at all.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the general performance. I felt that the lather died in the knot a lot. It's overly big, and I just didn't enjoy it. This, though. Yes, so Smythe they came hard with this one. This is a hell of a knot. Yep. And then just lastly, a soap that I just used this morning that if I knew we were going to do product highlights, I would have just saved it for right now. But I was using Mason Boutique, their scent Maya. And this soap, again, they're a little bit newer in the game, but damn, this soap is really, really good. I've used it a handful of times, and then just today, again, getting lost in the mix with so many things that we use, obviously having as much stuff as most of us do, you kind of forget how good certain products are. And this is actually one of them that I was just super impressed. So I really got to probably find a couple more scents that I like from them. This was the Maya scent. I absolutely love this one. Funny reason why I picked this. Well, I don't know if it's funny or not, but the reason I picked this particular scent is because a conversation me and my wife always had that if I was ever lucky enough to have a child of my own and it was a girl, her name would be Maya. So when I seen that they had a soap called Maya, I'm like, well, I don't even care what the scent is. I'm just gonna get it anyways. But luckily enough, it's a fantastic scent. So it was really cool. So
awesome.
That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, I really dig that scent too. I picked it up when I was at Douglas. I picked it from the shelf, opened it up, and I had to have it. So
it's got
really nice.
Hasn't it got cocoa in it?
No, I don't. No, this one, no, I don't believe so. Again, if anybody,
it's more like an Oriental scent.
Really? Okay.
It's really nice. I really enjoy it.
Interesting. Well, cool.
You know who has a really nice synthetic brush, other than Edwin Jagger, of course, is you guys are familiar with Grimm and Luke Webster? Yeah, it's called a satin tip, and it's black. It's got kind of a rubber handle on it. It's that's it. I love that brush. I love that brush.
That's nice, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. That's
you
a
stole
nice
my thunder,
synthetic.
Gail.
Well, see, I didn't know it was going to be product highlight.
Oh, just kidding.
I'm like, I got a text. I'm like, I got to get on. I have to get in the shower.
Yeah, actually, I was going to bring that up. So I
didn't know that.
I got a similar box to David, Wet Shave Club.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, I'm terrible now. I may have said their name wrong on there. They reached out to me and sent me a box of some stuff to try, and this was one of them. And actually, I do like this knot. I just shaved with it maybe a couple hours ago. and I really enjoy it. It's got some good backbone for a synthetic, especially. It's
For synthetic, yeah, it is. It's
tips,
really nice.
good backbone to it.
Yep.
And I like the matte little.
I like that handle.
Rubbery grip on the handle. It's really pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a secret recipe on that handle.
Yeah, well, and especially for the price that you look at for this brush, I believe it's in like the $20-$30 range. It's not very expensive.
It's inexpensive. Yeah.
It's a heck of a brush. Really enjoyed using that. Then a couple other things. So got also in the Wet Shave Club box. They sent the Sudsy Soapery, Citrus and Bay.
That's a damn good. Yeah, that's a damn good soap, man.
Yeah, it's really nice. And the smell is.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the bay rum, but again, they eliminated a lot of that clove scent, so it's palatable for me. But damn, that was a damn good performing soap.
Yep, it's really nice, and the scent is very good. So I'll be doing a review on that. I can't find the little memory card that goes in my camera, and it's really taken me off. So I've been putting off making videos for a while. I have the camera, but I can't find that dang that little card, and I can't make videos without that memory card.
Stop being a cheap bastard and go buy another one.
I know I need to, but
we need some clean shaver videos. Damn it!
Yeah, things have been really crazy. My in-laws are in town this week, and so I've been kind of absent all week. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know we keep talking about Big Shave West, but I used this soap today.
How can you not?
Fantastic! I know. I was looking around my den and thinking, what am I going to use? And the scent is just, excuse me.
Bless you.
Do it right in the mic. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, great scent on that. And of course, the aftershave splash is wonderful. So
I'm still upset that I didn't get that damn soap.
You didn't?
They ran out, bro. I couldn't even buy the set. I'm like,
well, he made one that isn't the Big Shave West special.
Yeah, but I want the Big Shave West one. I don't want the other one. I got a lot of his shit. Okay, I want the Big Shave West specific one.
Anybody in the comments, if you're willing to sell David your soap, put it over there, and we'll see if we can get him one.
I got a bunch of PAA crap. I don't need one that's not special. I want the special one.
Well, he might have another label laying around. He could just slap one on there and just give it to you.
Yeah, you'll never know the difference.
Yep. True. Or maybe Leonard, you get lucky and Leonard left one in the shop or something like that.
Maybe.
And then last but not least for my highlights is this bad boy, the Colonial Razors General. I haven't shaved every day this week. In fact, it's usually been 2 or 3 days in between. But dang, this thing, it's super light. Like it weighs probably, I'm guessing, 80 grams. It's not very heavy. It's aluminum, but man, shaves like crazy. It's and as a head shaver, I didn't think I would really enjoy the wider blade because having a super wide blade on your head is kind of a waste because all the curves. Your head's curved, and so you use that much of the blade at any given time. But it's very, very smooth on my neck and very smooth on at least the flat parts of my head. It's nice to have that extra efficiency. So I believe they're aiming. So this is coming out next couple months, I believe. They're aiming for July or August. And I think they're also aiming for the, last I heard, it was like $79 for this. And the build quality is fantastic.
How would you compare how that shaves to a mongoose razor? Obviously, they use the same style blades, but in terms of general performance, how would you compare them?
I actually like this better than the mongoose. So I've used the mongoose, I've used the Cobra, I've used the. Let's see, that's really about all the artist style single edges that are out there. But and then the ATT SE, it's going to be a while before I get my hands on one of those. But compared to the mongoose or to the Cobra, it's a lot milder than the Cobra. Very similar in aggression to the mongoose, but it's a really, really nice, easy shave. It's a different feel because it's much lighter than the mongoose. But but I feel like the angle is a little bit easier to find. And so I enjoy this a lot more than I did using the Mongoose or the Cobra. The Cobra and that, while they were good shavers, I didn't really feel like I necessarily wanted them in my den. But
Okay.
this is good. I really like it. So, and somebody over in the comments section did mention the Rocknell. So there's the Rocknell single edge that used the double edge blades that you could slide in there and whatnot. They've actually designed another one that is using the Artist Club style blades. And,
nice.
And I've got one on the way. So be on the watch out for that. Really excited about trying that one out as well. So.
Well, we won't be able to see you use it, so I guess it really doesn't matter, though, since you don't want to go get another SD card.
I know. I'll get one, David. Calm down, man. All right, so I think that's it for product highlights, but at least for me, we can start taking questions, or we can drill Tom here.
Well, we already did have a question from John. I think Romanoff. I think is that how you say his name, Romanoff?
Yeah.
He asked, in terms of when we get free product, obviously we have a YouTube. 3 of us on the panel have YouTube channels. In terms of getting free product, do you feel that you're able to give an honest review when you get a free product, and do you believe people when they do a review on a free product as well?
As far as believing whether or not I believe somebody who gets a free product, I mean, that's up to the watcher. It's I feel like I can still give an honest review, and I'll tell you whether or not I feel like the product is. A lot of times I end up either I don't hang on to the product. It almost always, at least for razors especially, it almost always goes back to the manufacturer, and so I don't get to hang on to it. But I'll tell you whether or not I think it's worth buying, because, and if I feel like it's worth buying, I mean, I'm usually on a limited budget, and so if I tell you it's worth buying, then that means I would be willing to save up the money and get it. As for soaps, really, I mean, I feel like at least with a lot of soaps, we get to a pretty even performance level. I mean, they're all in that performance-wise 8.5 to 10 range for me. Very seldom do I get a soap that isn't, and so more or less I end up reviewing it on the cost that you're going to be getting it at and the scent to me, and so that's usually what it comes down to. So again, I leave that up to people that are watching my videos whether or not they value that, but I feel like I can still give you my thoughts on it, and if I end up holding on to something, it's because I really like it. But if I tell you I don't like it in the video, then you're not going to see it again. So,
how about you, Tom?
Yeah, I have to say I very rarely get stuff for free because I'm here in Europe, and I guess people don't like to send stuff to Europe. So, although it's cheap to send to an individual, I think it's just expensive for companies to do so, because I sent some stuff to the US for some giveaways that I did, and some biffs. So yeah, it's not that bad actually. But I got I just was checking, and it was only 5 times that I got stuff for free. And I actually did. I had the same concern when I was starting doing videos. I saw a lot of videos where guys were getting stuff for free, and was thinking, well, is it really that good, or are they like kidding? And so I actually bought the exact same box with my own money that from Edwin Jagger that Chris Bailey got for free, because I wanted to do the exact same test, and yeah, it actually was kind of the same result that he had. So it was all good stuff, and I still use it. So that was nice. And when people send or contact me to tell me would like to send you something, I always tell them I'm going to give my honest opinion, and if it's crap, it's crap.
Yep.
So, and but actually the guys that sent me stuff were most of the time like real artisans, so the stuff wasn't that bad. So it got the review it deserved, I think.
That's you make a great point. You know, I always make sure to when people ask me to give them my thoughts on it, then I'll tell them, you know, I'm giving you my 100% candid feedback. And if I think that the soap sucks or the product sucks, then usually I'll tell you privately and not do a video on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think, why would a manufacturer not want you to review their product, honestly? I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
some people, I haven't run into the issue where people are telling me to give or trying to force me to give a good review. But something that I do when I do reviews is if I don't like the product, I give them the heads up. I let them know what my concerns are. And if they wish for me not to post the review, I won't post it. I don't take my YouTube channel that serious that I feel like I have to bring it to the community's attention when something's horrible. I'm not a damn crusader like that. I'm not a crusader like that. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's business. But I have posted some negative reviews, and they were okay with me posting them. They said, "Go ahead, you know, and we'll make some changes."
Yep.
And I've had a couple.
I started to say, you know, yeah, that's good. They can make those adjustments.
No, it's actually, I don't like to post negative reviews. I see my reviews more like recommendations for people.
Yep.
So if I really don't like a product, most of the time I just toss it and scrap the video.
Yep.
It was just a few very rare occasions that I thought, because I was really upset with the product and wanted to warn people about them, that I really put out such a review.
Yep.
And that's basically how I go about it, because I don't like this. I don't like the all negativity bullshit that's happening on the Facebook pages, and so I don't want to put stuff like that in my videos.
Absolutely. And I catch crap every now and then because people recognize that I sometimes get stuff for free. But if I do end up getting something for free, then I'll usually end up like putting it in a pass around box or something like that and letting other people try it. Like the Hone Type 15 right now. I got that last October, November, something like that, and loved it. And I agreed with I told the guy that I would not sell it. He wanted me to keep it just because once it's used, you know, just kind of it's a characteristic of the razor that once it's used, it's never really the same for somebody. But I just went ahead and I did a pass around to a few other shavers and just said, hey, you know, I love this razor and just give you guys a chance to try it out. It's going to end up coming back to me and I'll hang on to it. It was you know, I truly appreciate the opportunity to try it out, but I want other people to give it a shot as well. So
exactly. Yeah. Most of the stuff, I think all of the stuff I got for free, and some people also sent me some samples. So not the company, but like pass arounds and stuff. I passed it on also. So the only thing I actually kept was I was beta testing the new formula of Saponificio Varesino, and so they sent me the one Tundra Arctica as a thanks for beta testing for them, and that I kept because it's like a memorable thing that I've beta tested something.
It's an honor to be able to be one of those people that gets to try it first. You know, it's really exciting to be able to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're really nice guys.
Yes, it's generally a fun thing to get to do. Yeah. Like for people that get offended that we get free stuff when we do. I know, again, Thomas doesn't get a whole lot of them because he's all the way on the other side of the planet. Right. But like, okay, why wouldn't I want to try new things? That's like fun. That's like the whole point of life is to try new things. And why would I say no?
It's like Pisarcik just said, hashtag deal with it.
Like I'm sorry, I'm not bringing home six figures.
Yeah.
So if somebody's gonna offer me free stuff, I'm with it. Go ahead, send it. I'm down. Let's do it.
Yep. And again, it's a relationship that you develop with people, and they understand that, you know, you're going to give them your candid feedback, and that's really what they're looking for. And most of the time, it's soaps, and it costs them a few bucks to make and send to you. And so, you know, I don't necessarily have a hard time hanging on to a soap, because, I mean, if somebody else is interested in it or something like that, somebody contacts me after I do a review, and they're like, hey, I'm really interested in that soap. You know, and I do get requests for free samples sometimes, and I'm judicious about handing them out. I don't just, so don't everybody come and ask me for samples. I'm stingy, but I'm just kidding. I'm not. But you know, it's, I understand. I got that for free, and so why should I have to?
You know, anybody can start a channel and start, you know, reviewing product. There's no guideline.
Well, and guys like Tom and David and myself, we put in a lot of work to start our channels and get them going. You know, it's a labor of love for us, and so our compensation for doing that, just like the artisans who make the soap, they get to sell their product, whereas we're, you know, it takes a lot of time to put these videos together and
and this newer wave of YouTubers like myself, you guys, and Bailey and all those, we've always encouraged people to start channels. I know a couple years ago when we first all started getting into the YouTube game, so to speak, a lot of a lot of the English guys were very upset about it. A lot of the supporters of like the original YouTubers were like real bothered by it. There was a lot of drama over on that group, the Big Shave, and they didn't want new people there. They were very upset about a new set of people doing it, like as if it was a crime. No, it's fine. All of us, we all support each other that do YouTube channels. None of us go on there and start talking shit and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. We like seeing other people's opinions on there. We like seeing the personalities.
Yep,
exactly. I also always try to do shout outs, like to when I see a new channel that catches my eye or something. And I subscribe to them so guys can go through my subscription list and see them. I still haven't figured out how to feature channels because I got to do some, but I can't do others, and that's really weird in YouTube. But yeah, that's fun.
Quick shout out to a new YouTuber actually that I recently discovered, and thanks to Jason Rudman for telling me about him. It's a channel called Bald and Beardless. And the guy does he's pretty new to shaving. He only has maybe a couple dozen subscribers, but he's really funny, actually, the way he goes through and does his videos. He talks you through them and throws a lot of humor in there. And so I enjoy watching his videos. He doesn't post all that often necessarily, but he's fun to watch. So new guy on the block, go check him out. It's fun to watch.
Cool.
But
I just broke 800 this week. I'm really proud.
Woo-hoo! All right. Hey, people like hearing the German accent.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll be back.
You know, variety is the spice of life. There should be a lot of new guys and girls out there. David, I don't know if you probably didn't. You've been busy today. I posted on the Edwin Jagger USA Facebook page the interview that you and Rosia did with Khan last year after Big Shave West.
Oh, okay.
I'd never seen it.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah. No, I'd never seen that one.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun being able to do that with Khan. Now I'm going to look it up now, too, now that you mentioned it.
Yeah. But it was nice to see Rosia speaking about women shaving. You know, they do.
It's just a very rare thing, you know. I don't know if it's uncomfortable for women to discuss it because we still, even though we've gotten more, I guess you could say, mainstream in the groups and everything.
Yeah, we're mainstream.
We still have, well, we still have a very short, a real small amount of women coming into it. Like I would think by now we'd have more, but the growth in women shaving, at least in terms of like the Facebook groups, has been very, very limited. And I'm pretty surprised at it. I don't know if the men getting so passionate about it pisses off the wives and they're just sick about it, so they don't want to get into it, or what it is. But yeah,
I think they just don't know. I think they don't know it's an option for them.
That can be true.
And that's something. And that's something that comes up a lot on my YouTube channel. I try to tell everybody, make sure your wife is involved. Make sure that. Again, I took the way she really started getting into it. I would take her to Shave Revolution, to Old Town Shaving, and have her pick out scents that she would want me to use.
Yeah.
What would she like? And she felt much more a part of the whole process. And then she started using the products herself, and it just made sense because I involved her.
Baby
so steps. I don't think it has to be. I don't think it has to be. I don't know why we seem to be alienating our our better halves over here, because a lot of men still post on Facebook all the time that, oh, the wife said I can't buy nothing. Oh, the wife said I can't do this. The wife said I can't do that. It's like, well, Jesus Christ.
Maybe if you buy her something along with it, you wouldn't be so much trouble.
Like, are you not paying the cable bill as well as buying shit? Like, why does it sound like such a sin? Like a lot of women have the problem where their men go out and drink and go to strip clubs and bars and shit all the time, but your wife is pissed off that you're buying shaving shit. Like, why is it? What the hell are you doing at home that is such a crisis?
Yep, absolutely. And those two are actually a lot of fun to watch when you get them on video together. Rosita's hilarious. She's so fun, and it was a total pleasure to meet her in Pasadena last month. She was a heck of a lot of fun. I guess
she talks a lot of shit.
It's awesome. It's awesome. She puts you in your place, man.
Nobody.
Yeah, I think some of the peanut galleries said, women do shave their faces, but they don't talk about it. And, they get that little peach fuzz, and any middle-aged woman out there has it. Some women have more facial hair than others. And I see it and I'm like, ooh, you should be doing something about that. That is not attractive.
On the topic of videos, I should have remembered this earlier on in the show, but Matt Pisarcik, Razor Emporium, should have, I believe, they released their Big Shave West video today. Or yesterday.
The big one?
Yes. Oh, it's delayed. Hoping for a release on Monday. Okay. So he just put it in the comments. So,
right.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Oh, preview's
awesome. You saw the preview, didn't you?
So fun.
Nice.
I'll make sure that when we get this actually put in, once this video is formatted, we'll make sure to get a link over to it and put that right here, maybe.
I don't think Marissa likes putting me in the videos, but at least for the teaser trailer, you got me smoking my cigar. I don't think she's a big fan of me, so at least I'm in the teaser this year. I really wasn't in the main video last year.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot
Matt says there's a lot of David.
Don't feel bad. I wasn't in it either.
For like 2 seconds. So,
I seen the back of your head a couple times.
My head?
Yes.
It's very recognizable.
Yes.
It's very distinct. But all right. Well, any other questions from the? I saw a couple other questions in here. Gonzo asked how the NOAA fundraiser went. I've been putting off making the video for the raffle prizes just because I haven't had that stupid memory card. So it's done. And the soap, Chris Collins made the soap. He's got 75 jars of it. It is the new luxury cream formula, just so everybody knows. So, and lots of citrus and just a hint of cypress and sandalwood in there. So it's really, really nice. And that should be going live hopefully the next week or so. Once he gets the labels from the printer. So thank you everybody for your support there. And now that our fundraiser's done, go ahead and get the soap, but let's focus on Rob Frank and there's a fundraiser going on for him. And then other people in the community, let's show them some love too. So thank you everybody. Let's see.
So when will be the next Big Shave West?
The 4th week in April, right? Or 3rd weekend.
It'll be probably in April again. I think they're trying to keep it consistent in that month. I'm gonna get on Damon and Douglas to try to set a date a little earlier because I think they set it a little late this past year. Again, especially since we have people that travel around the world, and some people are not able to take more than one vacation a year, so they really plan it ahead of time. So I would love to see the exact set date set much earlier this year than last year.
Yeah, it would be awesome because for me, for example, it's a lot cheaper to get there if I book the flight in August or something like that this year, and that would be much easier for me to get there. And since last time, David, we only got to share a breakfast, I really want to share some cigars next time.
What exactly are you trying to share with me there, Tom? The hell are you talking about?
Yeah. Tom, are you seeing meetups like we're doing here? Are you seeing
there
that
were some
Europe?
Small, it's just small gatherings of guys that are into wet shaving. but not like this really big stuff with a lot of artisans or something, because there are not that many artisans around, or the artisans that really talk to each other, because they're
I blame
Oh, right.
not necessarily competitive, but they are not like this internet focused. For example, a lot of the French artisans, they have really crappy websites, and I mean the stuff is really good there, but like the Savon, it's really nice. Savon de Vulcans, I really love that soap. But speaking to them is really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Florida, Tank. Yeah, I want to come to Orlando next March, so stay tuned for that. And
hey, the Snake Tank does Disney World.
Exactly.
And just to answer, Zach likes to shave. He's asked if there's going to be another Pasadena meetup. In terms of this year, I think we may not be able to do another meetup in Pasadena. Reason being, in July, we are having the Riverside, the Inland Empire Riverside meetup. And then in October, I would like the next big one in our area to be in Long Beach. And that was kind of like what I wanted to make happen. So, get a little bit closer to the beach and see a little bit more of a representation of what Southern California is like. Pasadena is fantastic. It's gorgeous over there, but it's a little, I don't know what the right word for it is, touristy and upscale-ish, but you kind of lose touch a little bit of the essence of what California is. So I really like this whole Riverside and the Long Beach idea. So I doubt we'd be able to fit another one in, maybe a small one for those of us that are local and stuff. We've had a couple before that it's just about 6 to 10 of us that we go have dinner. So I could see that as a possibility, but in terms of one of the larger scale,
but I really enjoyed Pasadena.
Probably not.
Beautiful place. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Pasadena is fantastic. Pasadena is great. But I really plan on taking people to go eat some Mexican food, some real Mexican food, because you can't catch real Mexican food out in Pasadena.
No.
So once we have that meetup in October, closer to my neighborhood, I'll be able to take people to some of the nicest, just some real neighborhood cooking. It's just different. It's different than some of those big
Old Town,
those big money spots, man.
It's
a real different feel, and it's awesome over here. So I love my community.
Awesome.
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, there are two great places there.
Anyway.
I had some nice Mexican food in Chula Vista, south of San Diego. That was
I totally thought you were going to say you had some nice Mexican food in Austria.
No nice Mexican food in Austria.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and just to say, hey, David Millett, I'm sorry to let you know this, bro, but the whole state's kind of fucked financially.
True.
So
let's see.
Welcome to the other country, smart ass.
Talking about the Riverside meetup. Let's see. Shoot.
Alt Innsbruck, if it's popular in Austria.
Oh,
actually, I don't think that many people in Austria even know about it, because it's you can't find it in any store in Austria. The bottle I got, I actually bought in Paris because I couldn't get it anywhere here in Austria. So no, it's
wow.
No idea. I maybe the marketing is just crappy.
You know the reasoning why that is?
Huh.
So
my brother swears that Alt Innsbruck goes with everything. I disagree, but
Yeah.
Did you?
I've heard that. I've heard multiple people say. I've never used.
Did you ever get to try Soap Commander Fortitude?
But a lot of people say that it's like great with everything.
It's very similar to that.
Yes, but actually, and I have to say, even though I'm an Austrian, and that's probably should prefer Alt Innsbruck, I actually prefer Fortitude.
It's a good scent
because it's a really nice scent, and the Alt Innsbruck, it's really harsh on my skin. So
what kind of scent?
I don't know if there's something in there or something, and the Soap Commander balms, they are just absolutely awesome. I really dig them.
Yeah, the scent on Alt Innsbruck, I believe it's centered on hay and tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice scent. It's not it's not too powdery. It's a very refined scent, I would say. It's yeah. Yeah, it would go well with tobacco.
Like people would tell me that it would go especially well with like tobacco,
because that stuff lasts like forever. Okay. You can smell it 3 days later. But yeah, if you want a nice aftershave that's not uber long lasting, then that would go pretty well with tobacco, I think. But yep. Yes.
Okay, before we go, I think Gonzo asked about the Chicago meetup. I have no idea who's actually in charge of the Chicago meetup. I know Douglas is not able to make it, so okay, yeah, because I actually haven't been seeing any kind of post about it. And usually Douglas is the loudmouth for all the meetups. So if he's not gonna be able to go, I imagine we don't hear much about it. So yeah, I don't know who the exact contact point. Okay. You may want to try. Okay, Dave Polka is saying that David Fernicola is heading that up. So hey, if you guys could, the Peanut Gallery, get in contact with David Fernicola and let us know next week on the show on the comments what exactly is going on. So I haven't the slightest idea.
So if Ray,
I really want to make it work.
If Ray is in charge, then it's about pizza and hookahs or something.
Yeah.
Oh, is this show PG?
No, yeah, that's Q Brothers are checking them out. Right? Oh, okay, that's something different. Okay, yeah, the Chicago meetup that's coming up in the next couple weeks or so. So everybody get in touch. Oh, next weekend. There you go. It's happening next weekend. So it's soon. So get in touch with David Fernicola like now.
Oh wow! So sorry we don't have more information for you guys.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, and I'll tell you, man. Yeah. Just being in the presence of Ray Pope, man, the way he just cares for the individual. Yeah. No, just seriously, he comes off a certain way on the groups, but the way that he just took care of everybody, the way that he wanted to make sure that everybody was having a good time, he's just a caring individual. Everybody was fantastic. I love meeting Gonzo. Arlie was fantastic, but just something about Ray Pope's aura, it's just different. He's a different individual to be around, man. And
I was really hoping to meet him when I went to
being
Chicago
over there. He's worth the price of admission,
Couldn't work out the timing, so he was super busy. But I did get to meet Gonzo and Arlie, so that was good. Those guys are a hoot. Yep. So
yeah, they're fantastic. I love those guys.
It's time for us to be done. But
they're good people.
Thank you everybody for your participation in our discussion today. It was a lot of fun. And thank you to our guests, Tom the Shave Tank and Gail Wells from Edwin Jagger.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Thanks for being here, and thanks for staying up late, Tom. I mean,
no problem.
I know it's late over there for you, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I had Cafe Corretto.
Hey, there you go. All right. Well, everybody, before we sign off, go ahead. We'll just go around the circle and kind of tell everybody where you can find or get in touch with each of us, and we'll get going. So. Tom, go ahead.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
Just look up shavetank.com and you get directly to my channel. So, and every further information is on there.
Awesome. And David?
You can find me at SoSharpDavid on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Or you could also hit up SoSharpLimited.com and check me out right there.
And on Instagram, I'm Edwin Jagger USA, Twitter, and Facebook. And I'll be posting a 15% coupon off for shavingcreams.com. And I'll post that on the Wet Shave Meetup page. And then I'll post that on the individual pages.
Nice.
And that'll be good through June 30th.
And I'm Scott signing off. You can find me at thecleanshaver.com. That'll take you to my YouTube channel. You can also find me at thecleanshaver on Instagram, Facebook. I think I do Snapchat. I don't think I've ever actually done one, but I'm there. and Google Plus, all those things. Yeah, you can find me there. And thanks everybody for being here, and thanks to our guests again. It's this was a ton of fun, and we had a lot of fun without Douglas. I know, right? Sorry, I kind of dominated the conversation a little bit, but
we all got to talk a lot more now that Douglas was here this week.
Thanks everybody for being here, and we'll see you all next week. Have fun.
High five,
What's up, everybody.
All right.